movies inspire us. They make us fall into some amazing stories. They wake up our emotions. They make us dream, and they make us cry sometimes. Of course, in almost every movie there is an interior. And interiors are often crucial to underline the stories, to enhance the atmosphere, to tell us more about that specific period, that specific place, that situation. Welcome to today's movie and today's interior.
Ciao a tutti. A Single Man, the first movie directed by Tom Ford, with Julianne Moore and Colin Firth as main character. Being Tom Ford one of the most iconic fashion designers, and being himself graduated in architecture, makes A Single Man one of those movies where every single frame is a visual pleasure for the eyes. And I have to say, is a real must-see for all the interior design lovers all over the world. The film focuses on George Falconer, a college professor interpreted by Colin Firth, which is trying to cope with the loss of his partner. The film starts with George waking up and getting dressed. He showers, shaves, prepares his socks and shirt, choosing them from his drawer, polishes his shoes and puts his tie on. Here we start to admire George's gorgeous apartment. A beautifully elegant, austere, monochromatic and strictly masculine modern home. George's home has been filmed in the historical and iconic Schaffer Residence, a 1949 redwood building designed by the American architect John Lautner. The Schaffer House is one of the finest works of Lautner's opera, largely built of redwood and glass, supported by red bricks and concrete. This building is a typical example of the American mid-century modern style, which had in Richard Neutra and Lautner himself among the best examples. As many mid-century modern houses, the Schaffer Residence puts in connection the inside with the outside. And this is done by using lots of glass, which integrates the building with the landscape, emphasizing the natural materials. This building has been completed in 1949 and it is one of the very best examples of modern style indoor-outdoor living in Southern California. The story unfolds in Santa Monica in 1962 and is filmed primarily in two locations. One is the Schaffer Residence that I mentioned earlier, and the other is Charlie's home, interpreted by Julianne Moore, decorated in a super feminine cream and pinky mid-century color scheme with a strong Moroccan accent. As the first part of the film is drained of color in more or less the same way George has been drained of life by sorrow, so as the film progresses, when Charlie starts to share the scene with George, the scene warms up and adds colors. The film starts with George attempting suicide in his home, but it is a movie that talks about life rather than death. George starts to appreciate life over the course of the film, and these emotional themes are expressed through the expressive use of color throughout the movie. The beginning of the film lacks color, and the color palette consists of blacks, browns, and grays. The color heightens when George breaks out of his darkness, and towards the end of the film, color expresses itself and becomes much more vivid. It is a movie full of an amazing elegance and an extreme good taste that is visible in every second of the film. This movie is an icon of the mid-century modern beauty, and if you have missed it, I strongly recommend you to search for it and watch it. Are you sure that it will be worth the time spent? Ciao a tutti.